And now, sisters and brothers, friends, and fellow human beings, when you take all of your problems that the city, the state, has not been able to satisfy to the federal level, then you are empowering the federal government to do everything within its power to make sure that these common necessities that you have identified for your life to be met. It is their responsibility to fill in the gaps. Now, I'm kind of sure that based upon the kind of governments that people live under across the world, they will be unable to achieve what I have mentioned to you and set out to do. And the reason is because all of the systems that exist, whether it's capitalism, whether it's communism, whether it's socialism, whether it's dictatorship, every last one of them were designed to separate you, to make some at the bottom, some in the middle, and some in the top. Every government was designed to do that. In other words, every government was designed to deny what God wants. Every government was designed to do that. Now it's going to take those who are led by the Spirit of God at every level, just like they did when it was required to get rid of slaughtering Indians, just like it did when it was time to stop abusing women, just like they did when it was time to end slavery, as we understand slavery to be. Slavery still exists. But it took people who were led by a power outside of what they had been taught in the school system, what they had been taught with one another, people who had a heart. It took them. But it's going to take more than just these people, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take every person that's poor, every person who cannot meet their mortgage payment, every person who can't meet their rent payment, every person who's living on the bridge, every person that's going to food shelves, every person that does not have health care, every person that does not have a job, every person who is suffering from a lack. Is going to take every last one of you to commit yourself to make sure that you, an individual created by God, is respected and that no one abuses you. It's going to take you. Now, for the past 33 years out here, I've been trying to do what I could. I've invited you in, and for 33 years, you continued your own way. I've tried to run for office in government so I can speak for you, but I had no support. I didn't get support from them that got and them that don't have. But I'm standing up today because it's the right thing to do. I'm standing up today because I feel the pain, because I don't have a car. I don't have my home. I don't have the necessities of life that I can say are mine. I contribute and somebody else is supporting me while I'm doing this. They got the love of God in them, so they're supporting me. But how long do you think I want to be supported by people who are neglecting themselves just for me? How long do you want to be supported by people who are neglecting themselves just for you? Stand up together and guarantee to one another that all of your desires will be met. Each of your desires, every last one of you. Good God. And put things in their proper perspective and make things right. Is this too much for me to ask? I'm asking the city government of Woodbury to work with the people of Woodbury who are hurting and make a commitment that you're going to do everything you possibly can to make sure that every citizen of the city of Woodbury are not suffering from housing, are not suffering from education, are not suffering from clothing or food. And I'm not talking about a shelter. I'm talking about the same means that you are satisfied with. I'm asking the citizens of Woodbury to demand this from you. Now, I'm not only speaking to the citizens of Woodbury, I'm speaking to the citizens of every city in the state. And to do as I indicated in part one, make sure that your state government obliges your requests and your demands. And every state in the union, make sure that the federal government does likewise. But you got to stand up, first of all. You got to stand up. So I'll be going to the city council meeting on Wednesday here in the city of Woodbury. I've been there before. Gave them basically the same conversation. I'm sure when I left they laughed at me because nothing has happened. So I'm going back again. What good is going to do? I don't know. But I do know not going, I know what good that will do. None. So I need your help. Those of you who can respond to this video. I want you to know that I'm a one-man mission. I call myself spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people. That means you. That means that every last one of you living in these bodies and these times have the experience of enjoying your dream. Your dream. And I do that for everybody, but I don't have any underwriters. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any grants. I don't have any offerings. I have nothing except me and my desire. But I need somebody to help me meet and reach out to the people. I need somebody to, in their own homes, be willing to use the telephone. In their own homes, be willing to use the computers. In their own walk of life, be able to and willing to communicate with your mouths what is essentially mentioned here and necessary here. I need your help. I can't do this alone. I can't even, look, the only way I can get a car, a house, education, health care for my needs to be met in the current order is for me to turn my back on you. And I'm not going to turn my back on you. Even if I have to go to the grave like this. So don't turn your back on yourself. Don't turn your back on one another. And let's take care of this business. Bye-bye.